We have three different major activities going on in China. Silicon Valley Bank does. One of them is our funds business, and that's where we get money from places like the Yangpu district in Shanghai, and we help them invest that money in the best venture capital firms. That's one of our businesses. Our second business is what we think of as our offshore dollar business. And that's because a lot of foreign investors are investing in China. And a lot of them are using dollars. And those dollars are technically offshore. They're not in China. And so we help all those technology companies that have offshore investors manage their offshore dollars and bring them into China and use them properly. And we also lend money to them. Then our third business, which is going to be our biggest over time, is our joint venture bank with Shanghai Pudong Development Bank. Because we're not allowed to use renminbi yet, we will be in a couple of years. It very much limits us. And we've come to China in order to help finance companies in the innovation space. So for the background there's a law that's been around for a long time saying that a brand new foreign bank cannot use renminbi for 3 years. I think there are people who want to help us. I'm positive of that, yes. And I think there's some chance that we'll be able to accomplish that sooner than the 3 years. We have a part of our bank we call Global Gateway. And we're trying to help those companies when they come to Silicon Valley, to California, actually anywhere in the U.S., get started by giving them some assistance in terms of figuring out what the regulations are and how they can get started and who the service providers are that could help them. So we're trying to help. There are other people that are trying to help too. The state of California is trying to help. And the city of San Francisco is also trying to help with its SF China desk. So we're all trying to help eliminate some of the confusion. And then, of course, there are also sometimes some other problems that companies encounter, particularly in terms of accessing technology. But we try very much to help those companies get started. And I think that as China and the U.S. work more and more with each other, which is happening, as they become more and more familiar with each other and more comfortable with each other, that a lot of the barriers will get overcome. I have no doubt about that. I don't think we're importing startup culture to China. I don't think that's true. Chinese people are very entrepreneurial. We first started coming to China in 1999, and when we first came, there weren't that many companies in the technology space, and particularly not too many startups. And that's grown a lot in the last 10, 12, 13 years, so it's going to become much bigger. It's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's a little different than in some of the other markets in which we operate. You know, we're all over the United States. And I think we're in 30 locations in the United States. We're in the UK, we're in Israel, we're in India. We also do business in other places like Brazil and Russia. China's is unique somewhat. And so it's a little different, but there's a lot going on. There's definitely a lot going on. And a lot of the companies that are innovating in different ways, too. Sometimes it's not, strictly speaking, technology. Sometimes it's innovation in other areas. And sometimes it's less a question of technology and more a question of creating innovative business models. But there certainly is a huge amount of activity.